Pluckley, Kent. Pluckley in Kent is the most haunted village in Britain. At least 12 ghosts are said to haunt its houses, pubs and streets. The Red Lady of local churchyard, hanging ghost of an old schoolmaster, woman who committed suicide, screaming man, highwayman at Fright Corner and phantom horse haunt this village. According to Guinness Book of Records, more than 800 souls were recorded in 1989. Pendle, Lancashire. Pendle Hill is the home to the 12 witches who were hanged at Lancaster Castle in 1612 and buried on this ominous hill looking over the village of Newchurch. 12 witches were accused of murdering up to 10 people. Ancient Ram in Gloucestershire. The Ancient Ram Inn is known as the most haunted house in Britain. It was built on the site in 1145, but an ancient pagan burial ground is said to have been seen in the same place 5,000 years ago. Paranormal events which have been reported include burning of a witch, innkeeper's daughter hanged in an attic, and several of ritually murdered children buried under the floor. Highgate Cemetery, London. Vampire sightings was reported at Highgate Cemetery. A variety of ghosts said to haunt the cemetery include a tall man in a hat, spectral cyclist, a woman in white, a face glaring through the bars of a gate, a figure wading into a pond, and a pale gliding form. Rumors of occult meetings, Satanists and witches gathering in a cemetery, bell ringing, and voice calling have persisted for years. Woodchester Mansion, Gloucestershire. Located in National Trust Woodchester Park, many visitors claim to have been attacked by ghosts in this mansion. Floating head, ghost of an old woman, soldiers, and a little girl have been seen spotted. It is said that Woodchester Mansion was never finished because it was cursed. Chillingham Castle, Northumberland. Chillingham Castle is considered to be Britain's most haunted historic castle. It has a horrific history of prisoner-ridden dungeons and well-used torture chambers. Built in 12th century, castle is home to many torture spirits and friendly ghosts, include White Lady, the Battery Ghost, Ghost in Chamber, Ghost in Courtyard, and Whimpering Blue Boy. Skirrid Mountain in Wales. Situated in the beautiful Brecon Beacons, 900 years old, the pub Skirrid Mountain Inn has become infamous for its ghostly visitors. It is believed that the first floor of the inn was once used as a courthouse and place of executions. You can see the oak beam from which more than 180 criminals were hanged. Every night, the landlord of the Skirrid Inn puts out the Devil's Cup on the inn doorstep filled with beer to appease the devil or spirit that should come to the door. Tower of London, London. This mighty fortress, royal palace, and infamous prison have seen its fair shares of torture, execution, and murder in its nearly 1,000 years history. Royal and noble ghosts are said to roam the towers where they died. A few of the tower's most famous ghostly figures include Anne Boleyn, Countess of Salisbury, Lady Jane Grey, Guy Fawkes, Sir Walter Raleigh, and many others who spent their final days.
Perfect.
Glasgow, Necropolis, Glasgow. around 50,000 people buried in the necropolis. In the 1950s, a police officer was shocked to find hundreds of children armed with knives and sticks patrolling the graveyard after hearing that a 7-foot vampire had killed and eaten 2 local nicknamed the Garbles vampire. The rumor still persists to this day. Pomeroy, Devon. Pomeroy Castle in South Devon has been identified as named the 3rd most haunted in UK. 2 female ghosts are said to haunt the castle: the White Lady, spirit of a Margaret Pomeroy, and the Blue Lady, daughter of a Norman lord, as well as 2 Pomeroy brothers who lived to their death. The Blue Lady is said to beckon for help from passers-by, luring them to her tower. If they go to her, it is said they fall to their death. People have reported hearing screams and feeling chills.
Please like, comment, and share this video, and subscribe our channel. Press bell icon to see updates on our latest videos.